Alright guys, we are up before the sun today and it's for a really good reason. We've been hearing about Taiwanese breakfast at this one particular spot and we're gonna go check it out.
MRT just opened and now it's time to go.
Yes, apparently this restaurant opens at 5:30 in the morning, but the MRT didn't start running till 6 a.m. so we had to wait. Now we can finally venture out. Exit 5. How excited are you for breakfast?
Well, now that I've actually finally woken up, I'm quite excited. Ready to chow down.
Let's go.
Chow down. So apparently we're not the only ones.
So we found the restaurant. It is called Fu Hang Dou Jiang. Hopefully I am pronouncing that right. And we had to wait in line about 20 to 30 minutes and that was at 6:30 in the morning, so I can't imagine what it's like when you come later in the morning. But anyways, we ordered. Now ordering was a bit tricky because their menu is not in English, so I had to do some research in advance and kind of show up with the names written out. But now I'm going to show you what we ordered and tell you what it's called in case you want to try the same things.
Alright, let's check it out. And of course we have
2 bowls of soy milk because that's what they specialize in, and that's called Dou Jiang.
Right.
And
one's hot and one's cold.
One is like piping hot. This one, it's like boiling. So we're going to be sampling those. Let's have a look. So yeah, it's just soy milk. I've never drank milk with a spoon, but that's the first. So we asked for both of our soy milks to be sweetened, so that's good because who doesn't love sugar? And I'm trying the cold one now. So let's see. I don't think I've ever had soy milk before. Like,
are you
ever.
serious?
Never.
Never?
Why am I blowing on the milk? It's already cold. My God. Wow. It does taste like tofu.
Does it?
Soy milk tastes like tofu. Yeah. But
very
it's sweet and refreshing. That's weird.
Does it have like a bit of a dessert-like taste almost?
Like sweet tofu. Yeah, first time trying this. It's not bad. I think this could grow on me the more I have it. Okay, so we're going to break into the mystery roll.
Yeah, so take a look down here. I'm just gonna snap it in half. It feels dense, so I know there's definitely something inside. Oh, whoa. Oh, it's super syrupy. Whoa. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best idea. Look, can you see the syrup?
Yeah.
Look at all that.
I'm gonna guess that's pineapple, but who knows? Is it sweet?
It's very sweet. You know what? It tastes like a sesame, sweetened sesame sauce. Ooh. Not like a soy-based sesame sauce, but just like pure sesame. That is like so good, so sweet. And everything we're trying so far has been really sweet. So I kind of like that we're getting a bit of a sugar high this morning.
Hey. It looks like a sweet pastry.
You really taste the sesame seeds on the outside too. I didn't mention that, but I'm sure you'll be able to tell. You know what I mean about the sesame paste? Like, doesn't that taste like sesame to you?
And honey, maybe?
Yeah, it's got like kind of a sesame honey kind of taste in the middle, and then
it's good. It's like a really dense bread.
Yeah.
And it's kind of flaky but oily at the same time.
You like it?
Yeah. So next up we're having what I believe is the Shao Bing. So it looks like a sandwich, but it's basically a wheat cake and it is stuffed with egg, with an omelet, chives.
Yeah, it looks like a
sandwich.
A sandwich, yeah.
Omelet sandwich, and it's really sticky on top, so I think it has like some kind of sweet glaze. But let's find out for sure.
You know what? I'm starting to realize that in Taiwan, there is a major sweet tooth. A lot of the food is sweet, and I'm enjoying that. Is it?
I'm really enjoying this, yeah.
Is it also savory too?
Yeah. It's like a fried omelet, so that's greasy and salty. But then you've got the sweetness of the bread. So, nice combination.
All right, my turn to try. Oh, wow. You know what this reminds me of? Like, whenever I go back home, and this is only about once a year, my dad will cook up a big omelet, and we'll have some healthy bread that's been toasted. And usually I put like a bit of jam on the bread, and then I put the omelet on top of the toast and
That's
eat it.
a weird combination, but I've seen him do it.
And it kind of reminds me of this. It's like the sweetness of the bread and then the nice omelet. Oh, it's just like such a nice contrast and combination. This last one is either Youtiao or Youtiao. Please let me know in the comments. we're butchering these names, I'm sure, pretty fiercely. At first glance, it kind of reminds me a bit of a porras that we had in Spain, like those giant-sized kind of churros like things. And I have to say, it's like super light in the hand. It looks a lot bigger than what it is, but it's like it's really flimsy and light. So I'm gonna give that a try.
Yeah, so it's like a deep fried dough stick, and all we need right now is that thick Spanish hot chocolate, and we're set.
Oh, okay. It tastes like a bit greasy and salty as opposed to being sweet.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a nice contrast to all the sweet dishes we've been having this morning. This one's a little saltier. I'm gonna try another bite.
And you know what? When they served it up to us, they actually put it in the sandwich.
Yeah.
So I think you can probably try both of them together.
And it's got like a kind of a flaky, buttery taste as well to it. It's greasy on the outside, and I quite like it.
Yeah. So let's reassemble that sandwich and have another bite, why don't you?
Okay, so now I've got like a monster sandwich. Let's try that. It adds a bit of crunchiness to it.
Yeah?
And a little more salt and greasiness.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor on its own, I have to say. It just tastes greasy, and it's like really flaky and like light. Kind of reminds me of a croissant a little bit, but it's not something I would want to eat on its own. I can see why she put it in the sandwich, but even better, that cup of hot chocolate, that muddy Spanish hot chocolate.
As if we're not getting enough sweets as it is. Maybe you can dip it in the soy milk.
You think that's how it's done?
Why don't you try it?
I'll do it in yours. Yours is warm. Watch, everyone's gonna be shaking their heads. That's way better.
That's way better? See?
That's how I would recommend having it. That's way better.
I have no idea just how you're supposed to do it, but that's how we're rolling.
Yep.
You're going in for another bite.
Maybe we're creating something new in Taiwan.
I highly doubt it, but...
Well, that line is now wrapping around the building. We had to wait maybe 20, 30 minutes.
It's at least 2 to 3 times as long now.
That's probably going to take like 45 to an hour.
Sure glad we came when we did.
Yeah, come early. So, are you feeling ready to take on Taipei after that breakfast?
Yeah, I got my sugar high. I've got like, you know, my saltiness with the egg, so I'm ready to go. And in terms of price point, that was 135 Taiwanese dollars, so it worked out to just over $2 US per person, so really cheap really tasty food. And yeah, I can see why there's a big line. And the one thing I wish we could have tried was something I think called Dan Bing, which is basically a pancake with the omelet stuffed inside. We noticed some other people having that and we're like, ooh, that looked good.
And I also saw people having some kind of porridge, but I just didn't know the name of it.
Yeah, anyways, we ate enough. I mean, we're full now, but yeah, there's other things to try though.
Yeah, so if you want to find this place, straight out of exit 5, and here you've got the market. You just go down this way, up to the second floor, and you'll see the line. So
yeah, and don't forget to come early.
Yeah.